back with we're back with Pogostuck. We're still stuck in the mushrooms here. Hello. Dude, we got some people here today. I don't even think these are stream snipers because I just got started. Is this anyone's main game on Twitch? Like, is there anybody out there who's like, we're just gonna warm up with a Pogostuck victory? Because that's inspiring to me. Okay, you can do this just off the wall. Michael Jackson. By the way, Chib, did you send Michael Jackson that $600? Because I'd really like to hear Still Bad 2021. No, they locked my PayPal. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Don't let your crown slip. No, okay. Take it down. Take it down, yeah. It's okay. PayPal sucks anyway. Just get Wealth Simple Cash, man. Oh, thanks to regulations, they can't. Okay, sure. Thanks a lot, Jacinda. He's doing it. He's doing it. That's right. I know the name of the New Zealand Prime Minister. Could I name any previous leader from New Zealand's history? Absolutely not. But I can name Jacinda. Can I name her last name? Nope. I think it starts with an A. Hey, honestly, when I was growing up, before school, I used to watch the news with like my parents and grandparents. I learned a lot about the world. Like, I used to know like a lot of world leader names. If you're asking me right now, like world leaders, you got Justin Trudeau, Joe Biden, hold on, Jacinda, Boris Johnson, Macron. You've got hold on. Kim Jong-un. Angela Merkel. Look at that laser beam, dude. Sweden? Oh, I have absolutely no idea. Okay, Bolsonaro. Yeah, if you gave me enough time, I would have gotten that one. This is like on the honor system. I feel like I should know the Prime Minister of Australia's name, because I follow some Australian game devs on Twitter, and they're always like, screw this guy. Is his name Scott Morrison? Is that correct?
Is this the start or the end?
It is correct. Look at that. Hey, he got it. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, mission failed. No. Momentum. It's a momentum-based economy these days. You go over. You chill, and then you go over. No, okay. No. Okay, you got momentum. No, I don't think we could do it. Who do you think is more powerful? This is a question from chat. This is not from me. Who do I think is more powerful? The mayor of New York City or Angela Merkel? Yeah, Angela Merkel, like for sure. I mean, that's a question that is asinine. I'm not suggesting the mayor of New York is not, one of the more political or powerful political figures in the United States, but I mean, come on. Ooh. Goku. Trick question. They're both less powerful than Goku. Angela Merkel wouldn't last a second in the Bronx, man. Well, in the South Bronx. I don't know anything about New York. Hey, I'm walking here. I know that part. Attica! Are you banter starved? Oh, absolutely. It is weird, though. How is Angela Merkel still the Chancellor of Germany? She's been the Chancellor since I was, like, in 8th grade. She's not? Oh, okay, never mind. Dunk, 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 dunk. You gotta do a little bounce. Then you chill. That's not chilling. That's fine. Take me back. Not again. Not 2 songs too fast. Since 2005? Okay, since I was in like 11th grade. Oh, it's my exact political system. She wanted to retire, but she keeps getting elected. You know what? You go, girl. I think I blew Dan's mind. I told him, I think this was on the stream like last week. I told him there were no term limits in Canada. I don't know the longest that, this is a good Canadian trivia question. I don't know the longest serving Canadian Prime Minister. Certainly there's been some 3-term Martys. I don't know about 4 terms though. Generally speaking, the electorate seems to get sick of them pretty soon. Is Mackenzie King? Okay. I mean, I get that, like, America was like, we want term limits because, like, we don't want to have, like, you know, the leader be similar to, like, a monarchy. But what if you got, like, a freaking, you know, like in Civ, you know, when you get, like, a great artist or something like that? What if you got, like, a great politician? They're, like, a once every century politician, man. I think you gotta let him ride, right? You're talking about FDR? No, I'm talking about Joe Biden. That's what I've been saying, man. Alright, alright. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out. We're gonna get through Mushroom Town today. We got an hour. You gotta purge the game from the ledger, which means we gotta beat the game. No longer do we just say, ah, I'm sick of it. No more songs, though. What's your favorite Miley Cyrus song? Suppose, hypothetically, I said I got my hands up, they're playing my song, and the butterflies are flying away. How would... And then, to play devil's advocate, would you reply, hey, there's a party in the U.S. As we say up here, there's a party in the CANADA. Beautiful jumps. Beautiful. Okay, you gotta just chill. No. It's fine. It's fine. This is actually even better. Okay, it's actually fucked. Oh man. Kind of does sound like a South Park song. We will make it through the mushroom area. 2 term limits didn't start until after FDR. That wasn't a George Washington bit? Ah, I thought that was a George Washington bit. I don't know. Everything I know about American history I learned from podcasts and Hamilton. And Mel Gibson's movie The Patriot. So like I'm a little... I'm not saying I got it all figured out. Okay, then over. You land on the mushroom. We needed more. You land on the mushroom. That's fine. We want to land on the left side of the mushroom next time. Saved. Actually saved and then ruined. And then saved. And now saved again. Okay, land on the mushroom. Big bounce. Okay, you got... No, you can't do that. We're going to land on the mushroom. That one could have worked. Gonna land on... I'm lost in the sauce. Okay. Who's leaving banana peels up here, man? Now, one fell swoop. One fell swoop. Saved. Just chill. Overthought it. Overthought it a little. Yoink. Oh, man. You think the side stories are the future of Marvel? I don't know, but I will say, like, I hope I'm wrong. My movie radar is not 100%. It's probably like, you know, 7 or 8%. But everything I have seen about Shang-Chi looks to me like it's gonna be kind of like by the numbers, not that inspiring superhero story. I don't want that to be the case, but like all the marketing to me looks like it's just like we gotta put out a Marvel movie like in November or whenever it comes out. But maybe I could be wrong. They don't have a, and again, this will be debate, copium. Marvel doesn't have a track record of putting out like garbage movies. Black Widow notwithstanding. Most of their complete failures were like 10 years ago. Collect the gold, baby? That's a spectator. That's not a costume, I think. So I'm hopeful that I'm just reading it wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. Good. One fell swoop. Good bounce. Good bounce. Now you gotta thread the needle. Okay, that's fine. Fuck you. Not all the way down. Just that, okay. I can live with that. At least we didn't go all the way. Look, I collected the gold, baby. Okay. We gotta do it in one next time. I can feel the muscle memory coming back, though. But yeah, I'm a little, like, I don't know. Loki was great. WandaVision was, I enjoyed. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is like, you know, it existed. It was passable. So I'm, you know, there's still, and I think in particular the way that Loki ended, I was like, oh, okay, they got some cool ideas here. But the movies that are coming up, I'm in a wait and see approach. Maybe I could now pivot from being the guy who likes Marvel too much to being the, I could be the guy who's like, Marvel, actually, I only watch Ari Aster films. Marvel? What is that? Like, oh, are you talking about Marvel? The new movie from the guy who directed The Witch? I could become that guy now? DC? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm waiting for the Ayers cut, man. Now apparently the new precedent is like if your movie sucks, hey, we're just gonna make it again. You thought sequels and reboots were bad. Wait until it's just we're getting theatrical releases of the same movie over and over again. Who would have thought? I think we're at a point where, like, you know, especially with smartphones and stuff like that, we should just Like, they should just film, like, every possible outcome. And then in the theater, you could just choose, like, how you personally would want a movie to end. That way, you don't have to worry about, like, oh, the headcanon, oh, they ruined Luke Skywalker, please, my son is crying, Luke Skywalker's his hero. And after he drank that blue milk out of the alien titty, like, he started weeping in the theater, Rian Johnson. Like, how am I supposed to tell my kids Luke Skywalker drank the alien's blue titty milk? Like, instead, you could just, what if you just had a little smartphone thing where you could just hit a button and be like, Luke, do not drink the blue milk. Coins, baby. And you can make your own Star Wars movie, like, on the fly. That way you'd never have to deal with somebody making, like, an artistic choice that differs from your own precious headcanon. By the way, this is the second time we've talked about Star Wars in the leaves. So, that's how you know we've been here for too long. Well, that went better than expected. Fuck you. No. It's not a democracy. You can't have the theater vote for it. Everybody gets their own movie theater where they are in their own little protected bubble where they can choose what happens to every character. It's gonna be good. Have you fallen back to the grapes yet? I will never fall back to the grapes. I know it's possible, but like built different.mp3. Don't fall. Okay, fall. Look at that. That's how you do it. I choose that all the sexy green women go on a date with me. Yeah, that's like my IMO. Luke and Rey. If in my head they would have done it. Because they're perfect for each other. How could she resist him? 50-year-old hermit drinking the blue. Did we talk about the blue milk yet? I think they definitely would have done it. And Luke probably, I think, what was the name of the starship captain as well? You know, in The Last Jedi? Played by Laura Dern. I think Luke, honestly, Luke was probably tapping that as well. IMO. Just because he's a Jedi. You're telling me that Luke's not, like, as soon as he walks in, it's on sight. You can just see it on the screen. They're like, holy crap, is that Luke Skywalker, the guy who freaking saved the galaxy? It's on sight. Rose is on sight. You better be careful when Luke's on the prowl, man. That's the way my movie would go anyway. It's an endearing character trait. Wait, for me or for Luke Skywalker? I'm just saying, man. Yeah, he's in good shape, too. Exactly. Plus, he's, like, immortal, right? In my head canon, he's a Jedi. No, they don't show it. They just insinuate it. Like, maybe, you know, Luke is, you know... Obi-Wan Kenobi's trying to find Luke, and he's going, Luke, you were supposed to be hidden womp rats 15 minutes ago. And then he comes in, and then he sees they're in like his space bed, and then Rey goes, who? And she pulls the star sheet over her face, and Obi-Wan Kenobi goes, oh, sorry. Oh, by Obi-Wan Kenobi's back in my head canon. Obi-Wan Kenobi's back. He never died. He sublimates from being a Force ghost, and actually he's Luke Skywalker's real father. Just something like that. I gotta say, one of my... I'm not that big of a Star Wars guy. One of my favorite line deliveries in movies is Alec Guinness. Well, of course I know him. He's me. Great line. Oh, no. It's okay, we're chilling. Not chilling, not chilling. Oh. 3:30. Sorry, my morale's pretty high, honestly. In spite of the fact that I'm completely out of banter, a little hungry, and you know, tapped from a hard week of streaming, man. I'm feeling good here. I'm officially immune to all disease. By the way, it's been 2 weeks since my dose 2, so nothing could possibly harm me ever again. Shut up. Shut up. I'm immune. Be quiet. Look at, we can do it. We got antibodies coursing, not the bees, man, through our veins. Look at this. Where the heck did the bees come from? In my headcanon as well, Luke is definitely... Luke got the Pfizer. He just strikes me... Because he's like the main character, and that's like the main vaccine. Luke strikes me as a Pfizer guy, personally. And then... I don't know, like... Had to think Rey. She's kind of like... she's AstraZeneca, because Daisy Ridley is English. And AstraZeneca's from England. And then... I gotta say, Adam Driver is like a Johnson & Johnson, because he's like, nobody really knows what's up with that one, right? It's like, is it the best because it's one dose? Is it bad? Nobody knows. It's so... Why is Pfizer so popular? Bro, I didn't have a choice. I don't know if it's like... It's not listed as #1 in the menu, you know? It's just, I just took whatever was available. Who would be the anti-vaxxer? I honestly, in Star Wars IMO, Han Solo would be the anti-vaxxer. And I'm not even... I know that might screw with people's headcanons, but like, look at everything you know about Han Solo. Literally, what's his most famous quote? Never tell me the odds. Of course that Han Solo is going to be an anti-vaxxer. He's a scoundrel, yeah. You're a rascal, Han. Who gave mushroom stems, man? How could he be an anti-vaxxer if he got the shot first? Han got the shot first. Oh, man. Do you see the news article about people in Missouri wearing costumes to get their vaccine so their friends and family members don't realize they're being vaccinated? I'm so sorry to laugh while saying it, but it's just one of those things where, like, you know, if it was in a movie, you'd be like, it's too on the nose. Okay. That's what we needed. Righteous indignation! Just some... No, not to the grapes. No, just chill. Okay, not to the grapes. Okay. Mike Judge with a rare miss on that one. Is Mike Judge like a real computer programmer? Is that how he nailed it in Office Space? Because where did the guy find time to be like a real programmer? Because wasn't he making like Beavis and Butthead in like the late 80s? Then he made Office Space in like the late 90s, like, and King of the Hill. He's a very talented, a busy man. He's a hard-working guy. He's got the Sigma grind set for sure. I don't even know what that is. People in chat say it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, back to the grapes, huh? Well. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, at least there's a reason to watch. Hey, we made some progress. Negative progress, but progress nonetheless. Fuego65 says, someday you'll pick the wrong thing from chat and get canceled. Fuego65, you're going to get canceled. Computer Brain has identified you as threat level yellow for saying, and the mods can check this in the chat history, it's 100% true. When I was talking about presidents shouldn't have term limits, because what if you got an incredibly sick president? Like, that was awesome. They said that's the worst take of the century. My John Carpenter Computer Brain identified that comment, remembered the user and their font text, and said, file that one away in the memory bank. I did say that, Monka S. I'm always watching. I think that's why I feel so frickin' drained after every stream, man. Like, it's not hard work, but my brain is like... I'm reading the equivalent of, like, a Dostoevsky novel, like... let me rephrase. I'm reading the equivalent of, like, a Tolstoy novel every time I'm live, but it's, like, all bullshit. Instead of bolshevik. Actually, it is a little bit more like Dostoevsky, because it is rambling and rage-inducing and occasionally incoherent, but occasionally transcendental. I don't know anything about Russian literature. Oh, come on. Who painted Girl with a Pearl Earring? Well, are you the Guardian of the Soul Stone? Because I'm on Johannes Vermeer. Because Vormir is where the Soul Stone was held, and Vormir is beautiful, like the painting, The Girl with the Pearl Earring, which was painted by Vermeer. Vormir. Oh, you want the Soul Stone? You gotta go to Vormir. Lovely. Just do it. Oh, he's doing it. He's going back down. He's going back up. This is like child's play now. Yeah, child's play. Chucky. Just gotta land on the banana. Just gotta land. Oh, fuck. Please. Oh, my God. NL, if you're always watching, please give me your opinion on all-dressed ruffles. The bag says #1 chip in Canada, which sounds like an outrageous claim. I don't know if it's the #1 chip in Canada, but they're very well liked here. And I don't think I've ever met a Canadian who thinks that all-dressed ruffles are not tasty. Like, some people will be out here like, I'm a Lay's barbecue main. I prefer sour cream and onion. But I would go so far as to say the purple, which I think they changed it to maroon for the American branding. But the purple all-dressed ruffles are like it's like a party default almost. It's great. Little tang, little spice. It's got a lot going for it. They're very well liked. There's a lot of snacks I haven't eaten in a long time, man. Like, not today. I mean, like, years. I can't remember the last time I had hickory sticks. Any Canadians in the chat have hickory sticks recently? They're basically like little stick-shaped potato chips with like a curly fry spice on them. Oh, man. They never go on sale. Yeah, I remember the last time I bought hickory sticks was probably like 2012. And I was like, you know, you can get a bag of family-sized Lay's for like $2.99 or something like that. Especially at that time. The hickory sticks were like $6. They're an all-time classic, though. You know, I might get some hickory sticks this weekend. The thing is, I won't get hickory sticks this weekend, but in my head, I'm like, now I'm imagining eating hickory sticks, which is like almost as good as the real thing. It's not. It's not quite as good. That would be ridiculous, but it's almost as good. The bags are ridiculous. Like, you know how most chip bags, you're like, oh, it's like 75% air? Which it always is like, it makes me think of that picture of the little kid, like, looking at the 2 cylinders of water and saying that the taller one has more water despite them having watched you pour it in. Whenever they're like, why am I paying so much for chips when the bag's all air? I'm like, you know that you pay by weight. It's not like you pay by volume. You pay by weight. Anyway, long story short, in the hickory sticks bag, it's like the opposite. You're like, man, I wish they put some more air in here because this thing is freaking stuffed. Also, I mean, maybe this is a minus twoable, but whenever people complain about the price for like potato chips and like how you get air and stuff like that, I'm like, it's, I think, the cheapest snack. Especially, like, you can get some fancy, you know, you can get the kettle cooks or, you know, the hard bites or whatever. You can go a little bit bougie with a potato chip, but apart from that, on like a $1 per calorie ratio, it's like, it's mighty close to the best value you can get if you're like trying to give yourself like a cardiac episode. Pretzels? Okay. But then, like, I don't know, I'm not above mistreating my body nutritionally. I remember I used to get these Snyder's, like, cheddar cheese pretzel nuggets, and I was like, this is the greatest snack that's ever existed. If you eat those and you like them, do yourself a favor, never look at the back of the bag, because they are actually, like, they should be a controlled substance based on the nutritional information. Like, the little single-serving bags, I'm pretty sure they're meant to serve 4 people, which is just absurd because they're like 75 grams or something like that. But so I remember I was having like a movie night in college or something like that, and I was like, I'm gonna get the pretzel nuggets. And then while we were eating them, I looked at the back of the bag, and I was just like, it's a Goddard Dameron moment. I have to go cold turkey right now. I can't compromise on that. Everyone has to choose where you stand on this, but I'm jealous if you're still eating them, honestly. I genuinely am. They might be the worst food you can eat, though, like, for your health. Short of, like, some kind of Franken concoction. It's just, like, you know, deep-fried butter or something like that. Okay, get up and over. He's doing. Ever tried deep-fried bull testicle? I've never even had, you know, a nicely sautéed bull testicle. So I haven't graduated to the deep fried yet. But I will say, you know, now we're creating some banter. If you went on Fear Factor, what was up with the people on Fear Factor? Hey, Kevin, did you hear about this on Fear Factor? Why would you go on Fear Factor if you don't have the stomach to eat a bull testicle? Like, it's... Don't get me wrong, it's not something I would look to as like, oh, I'm so excited to eat a bull testicle. But, like, I feel like if you make it to the second challenge, which is always food, and Joe Rogan pulls out a bull testicle, you should be going, this is my lucky day. I don't have to eat a cobra's venom sac or, you know, drink... I hate this expression. But it's a cellar door. It's two beautiful English words together. So let's restart the clip. I feel like if you show up to Fear Factor and Joe Rogan pulls out a bull testicle, you gotta thank your lucky stars you're not eating like a cobra's venom sac or a gallon of donkey cum. Like, that's gotta be your lucky day. So when people are like, oh, you know, I'm on Fear Factor, I'm here to win it, and then they bust out the bull testicle, and they're like, never! I just don't get it, man. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, you thought they were gonna be like, here's a bunch of sandwiches with the crusts on? Why would you apply for Fear Factor if you're not willing to eat a bull testicle? It's just a waste of everybody's time. Okay, now... Bald streamer, bald father, battleship loser shares thoughts on Fear Factor. Okay, hello. Yunka dunka. Dunka dunka. Dunka dunka. I do love reality TV, though. Oh, man. When the lady on The Amazing Race won't go down the water slide, so she and her husband get eliminated from the competition. Oh. What are you doing? I'm a thrill seeker. Oh, water slide? Oh, no, 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 no. I am not a thrill seeker, which is why I don't think well, I don't know. If we could get The Amazing Race to work with me and Dan, maybe. But that's it. I also think if I were on TV, this is just my hunch, I do not think I would be well liked on television. American television especially is edited in such a way that anybody who like ever is sarcastic or doesn't have a smile on their face at any given time is edited to be the villain of the episode. All of my clips need context for you to not think I'm an asshole, basically. Woo! Yahoo! Not this one. You could just clip this one. You could call it Yahoo. Focus. An indeterminate amount of focus. Okay, we're up at the top of the grapes. Now you take it slow. That's good. That's a good speed. Good speed. Great stuff. Wonderful. Quick little spin here. How did he get all the way back here? Let's just say the mushroom detritus was not as safe as I would love to have believed that it was. More. More. Less. Oh, now this is top tier copium. Within the next 13 minutes, we'll get back to where we started. Good week of streams, though. I don't know what we're going to do next week. This week came together pretty late. I didn't know about either of the sponsor segments or the Battleship stream till like midweek. Next week, I don't know, man. I don't know. Has Apollo sworn off Pokemon Unite? Did I miss the entire arc of that game going from like this is a lot of fun to I hate it and will never play it again? Maybe? You did? Alright. Well, that's fine. I'll play it in my downtime. Me and Dan can still... As long as Dan never plays ranked games off stream and maintains like his beginner 2 rank, we can get a 100% win rate in that game for sure. Wouldn't mind playing some more Battleship, man. I don't know though. We'll see. Not looking too forward. I mean, not in a negative way, but I'm not looking too far ahead. We gotta. I mean, I've done it. It's so me sowing, right? Yes, yes. Oh, Pogostuck will be so fun. Me reaping. Fuck. What was I thinking? Dude, I wish Orcs Must Die 3 had 3-player co-op. I think it would be a perfect sips and mouth game. But only 2P is like, it's not the kiss of death, but it's, you know, we can't just fit it in seamlessly to our otherwise scheduled Monday programming. What am I thinking? Is it AVGN having a midlife crisis? I like that. A Corvette, what was I thinking? It gets worse gas mileage than a bull's cock-a-doo-doo diaper diarrhea. that could be a good bit. Who bought this? Who leased this? You know what's bullshit? I believe that AVGN is happily married, but, you know, in order to interface with midlife crisis tropes, we must allude instead to, like, you know what's bullshit? The American legal system when dealing with men. Okay, hold on. Take it back. There you go. It's called satire. Nice. That's how you know we're switched on. When you land on the tip of the banana. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, this is better than fine. That's much worse. No! Get out of here. What's the average length of time to beat this? Someone in chat said it took him 80 hours. No, it's not 3 minutes. I said average. Ain't nothing average about speedrunning. Much. I was gonna say much less the people that do it. It's not fair. There seem to be many well-adjusted speedrunners. I'm driving to Kelowna this weekend, and apparently British Columbia has the worst air in the world. Yeah, we got a lot of, like, wildfires right now. There was, I can't remember if I saw this story on r/Vancouver, but, you know, there was, like, a fireworks ban and stuff like that for Canada Day and July 4th. There was a story that was like, man was too lazy, and this, I think it was in BC's north, but it was like, man too lazy to mow lawn, chose to set it on fire instead. So this is the kind of, you know, reality you're living in. It only takes one of the dumbest people on planet Earth to exacerbate the wildfire situation. You're just like Florida and Canada. We got our own, you know, brand of rugged individualism up here. It's not you know, I don't think it's that Florida and you know those kind of locations breed this sort of Florida man stuff. I think it's that all Florida men are like, you know what sounds nice? Florida. That's my kind of place. And the same happens up here. Like BC is a beautiful province, but it's also a land of extremes. Oh, frick. And what I mean by that is, you know, you have a large, you know, this sounds very ego-driven, but I apologize. You have like a large city in Vancouver that is like very connected with the global economy, and has people from all over the world that have chosen to live here. Victoria, somewhat similar for sure, and then when the rest of the province, there's elements of like, you know, hippie culture and you know, the same kind of like rural Canadian stuff that you would get anywhere really, but predominantly associated, I guess, with like Alberta and Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So it's, especially I think in Canada, there's a large cultural divide, less so by geography and more so by, you know, whether you happen to live or choose to live in either a city or you know, kind of more rural area. And then we all talk to other people who well, there you go, live the same way that we do, and we go, hey, can you believe that the people that live the other way are doing this stuff? And we all go, ah, ridiculous. That's a mood. That's where we're at right now, I guess. Anyway, have fun in Kelowna. I thought the air had not been too bad in BC this year. I saw a map. Dude, my mom is like, again, it's a parental thing, okay? I'm not ragging on my mom, but my mom sent me a text that was basically like, hey, can you not sleep with your phone on Do Not Disturb anymore? There was an 8.1 earthquake in Alaska, and there was a tsunami warning that I was staying up late to see if it was gonna make it to BC. And I was just like, I think, don't get me wrong, is nice. I think the risk of me dying due to, like, you know, a cardiac event or something like that, due to being interrupted in my sleep semi-regularly, not by my mom necessarily, by like spam calls from people 15 time zones away. Wow, great jump. Would outweigh the value of saving my life in a tsunami once. Not to mention we're not really in a high-risk tsunami area, but like I think it's just one of those things where, like, you know, you always think things are like safer where you are than, you know, where your kids especially. I'm sure, you know, I'm starting to realize that my amygdala will never go like back down to its normal size. But like my mom was, she was like, be careful, like apparently it's gonna be like real smoky in Vancouver, so like, you know, make sure you got air filters and stuff like that. And I looked at a map and it was like all of Canada except for Vancouver had like a big smoke symbol on top of it in the Doppler radar. I was like, you should be worried about your own air filter for a second here. I think I told you, like, this is years ago now, but there was like a rash of sucker punches in Vancouver, where at like 4 a.m. on the Granville Strip, which is like one of the trashiest parts of the city, people would like leave the bar and just get punched in the head, right? I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying, you know, it's one of the many, many reasons I choose to not go to that area, especially not at that time. And my mom would always text me and be like, you gotta watch out for these like random sucker punches. And I'm like, I'm at the park. Then in my, it's like, it's 12:30 p.m. I'm at the park with like a bunch of other young parents. But, yeah, no one's sucker punching me in my Herman Miller. Anyway, then there was like a murder a stabbing in my hometown with a much smaller population, I might add. And I looked at where the stabbing took place, because they didn't release like the victim's name or anything like that. And it was like a place that my parents are around now and then. And I was like, you know, I'm probably overreacting. I'm gonna like text my mom and be like, hey, I saw there was like a stabbing down there. You okay? And she didn't get back to me for like 3 hours. And I was starting to be like, what the hell's going on? And then she was like, oh, sorry, we had a few drinks at our friend's house. It's like, we got a double standard going here. But I guess it's just a wholesome sign that you're like worried about each other. Yeah, she was neither the victim nor the perpetrator. Okay, please, we can't finish. Like, previous to where we started. That's just... And yes, now I'm on camera giving my mom the perfect alibi, so... You'll never take her alive, coppers, and so on and so forth. Perfect jump. Okay. Okay. You can take a little break here. Every time there's a fire or an earthquake in California, my mom calls. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm basically like, oh, my mom cares so much. But I will say when she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for checking in. When she's like, don't put your phone on do not disturb while you sleep, I'm like, that one, you're going to have to grease the palm a little bit for that one. No. No! Okay, we got a lit. We're still here. We're still here. Still here. I think wife and baby are off on a little adventure right now, so I'm gonna squeeze an extra few minutes out of the goodness of my... Yeah, okay, I'll do some free overtime. Sure. Oh, you had to work a double today? Oh, well, look, I had to... Geez, I'm like, what time is it? 4:01? I'm like 60 seconds overtime. You don't hear me complaining about it. I am, like, really hungry, though. But you know what? I'll persevere. We're going back up. Okay, we're going back. We're okay. This is not that much of a setback. Well. Okay, well, you know what? We'll try it again. What do you have planned? I don't know. Like for dinner? I don't know. Or for lunch? I don't know. I don't have a good answer. Still have some roast chicken, mashed potatoes in the fridge. Stinky. Nah, Kate, I don't think she's streaming today. You know what? Now I'm realizing... I don't know. No, I think she said starting in August, right? Here's the thing, is like, I don't really have snacks. Because if I have snacks, I eat them. Which is, you know, the purpose of them. But also simultaneously, like... I think it's one of those things where it's like an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Like, whenever I've gone through, like, a fitness phase, which hopefully we're going through one again soon, you know, my number one tip is that you're way better off, like, not buying it than buying it and then just forcing yourself to fight the temptation of eating it, like, every day until you eventually lose. But then, I'm like, I don't have snacks, but I want snacks. So, I think I'm just going to go out and have, like, a fourth meal instead, which probably, like, undermines the purpose of not buying the snacks in the first place. There you go. Okay, okay. No, no. Oh my god. My. I can't believe it. But you know what? From the ashes of despair, this is where exaltedness can come from. Unfortunately, after an hour of Pogostuck, we have moved backwards. You know what? I owe this to myself. I got nobody to blame but me, obviously. But also, like, after Wednesday's stream, where I didn't make any progress, I prayed on my hands and knees. I said, God, please don't let me have another Pogostuck stream where I end in exactly the same spot as I started. God has answered my prayer.